Alright, I'm gonna go over my V Rising build that I use. I like to run Veil of Frost, Chaos Dodge here. I never got on this playthrough, but you can use that one instead. They're both very good, and I think it just comes down to personal preference. The one major advantage of Veil of Frost, it does give you a nice damage shield, as you can see right there, which generally can avoid up to one spell, where the only way to truly make use of the Chaos one over the Frost one is if you can dodge 2 spells with it, otherwise the Frost one's just better. You also get slight more mobility with the Frost one. The best DPS spell in the game is this Chaos Volley. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this by now. It's super overpowered. Very good, does a bunch of damage. Then the best spell, I think, to pair with it is Power Surge. This thing is amazing. It gives you movement speed and attack speed, and it gives you a massive shield, and it lasts for virtually ever. Like, look how long this thing lasts for. It's super broken. I think these two are the best spells in the game to run, but if you don't want to run Power Surge, a good heal is Purgatory. It's an AoE heal. This helps you if you have teammates. Very strong for that. There's also a blood ability in here that helps shields you and your allies all around. I don't know what the limit is, but I know it's more than 2. That one's also very strong. It's in here. I don't have it once again. Well, that's another very good shield ability. I don't recommend running it. I don't like the shields here. I'd rather just run the barriers. Like Power Surge, I think this is super strong and better than the shield. It allows you to execute the combo very easily, since everybody knows the combo where you run camouflage, stun them, and then you do the full combo of 1,000. Spears here, very strong. There's a bunch of damage, and it's very easy to combo. So the bread and butter combo is you pop this, you go insanely fast. As so, you stun them, and then you switch into your spear, recast it to do maximum damage, and then you continue to kite. Another good thing about this is this gives you a bunch of mobility, so it allows you to kite people really easily, since it gives you that massive movement bonus. For your ultimate, I don't have every ult in the game, as you see here. I've used every ult except for, I think, this ult right here. But from all these ults that I've used so far, I definitely think, without a doubt, Heart Strike is the best ult, because not only does it do 300% magic damage, it also heals you for 150% of that. So it has like a net of 450%, where the other one people like to use is Arctic Leap. This only does 225. And the major advantage of Arctic Leap is the AoE and the fact that it frosts. But when you use Arctic Leap, you're like stuck in a position, like you're stuck here, like everybody knows you're coming down and you're gonna be stuck here. So a better player can just axe you like so and whatnot. Or when you use Heart Strike, it's a long dash and it covers a lot of distance, and I just find it more reliable to use. But I do think in the end of the day, that's kind of a personal preference between Arctic Leap and Heart Strike, and I do prefer Heart Strike just because you get more overall value. Plus, people explode doing 150% magic damage. So that can also do AoE, and if you have multiple people, it can really start to stack up and do a bunch of damage. And then the other weapon you want to use, I think, is the axes. Axes give you a nice mobility here with the frenzy, and the X strike here is just good to kite. Very strong at kiting. You can just kite back, use this to kite, bunch of mobility, and just use this as you kite. Those are the 3 weapons I would prioritize over anything else. The Scythe is very good for farming and whatnot, since it does damage to undead, but that's not for PvP. And an important side note, this thing actually does allow your spells to do more damage, since this thing gives you 6+ spell power and 5% spell critical, which I think is very strong. Scholar here, because of the increased spell power, the CDR, and the biggest one is the tier 4 bonus. If you can get the 100% Scholar, 20% chance to reset skill on cast, I think is massive and completely broken. Like with 30% on top of that, never do math in a video, but it's like 26% chance or something to reset your skills, which is pretty broken, since you can double cast Power Surge or double cast Chaos Volley, which I think is just unbeatable in terms of profit. Super strong, plus the lifesteal on spells, the cooldown, increased spell power is just all very, very good. Like there's no downside in here. I know people like to run Rogue, it's another one, but I just prefer Scholar. And then I do run the spell power amulet here, and that's just because I think you'll do overall more damage with your spells. Plus this increases your healing as well, which is very vital if you're running in a group, where the physical is just for your bread and butter combo, your spear and your slashers. If you're just spamming X strike, you'll do more damage with Chaos Volley and all that. So the only time you'll do more damage is if you full combo with Sanguine Slashers and Sanguine Spear is the only time you can really make an argument for the melee one. But I think overall DPS will come out on top with the Spell Power one. So once again, we're just going to wait for Spell Surge. We have it up. We're going to go into Stealth, into an easy stun, into the Spear combo. And once again, we can just go for the same combo. It's very strong since it gives you a lot of movement speed, which gives you a lot of kite ability here. Once again, I can close the gap very fast. And the best secondary spell to use is Chaos Volley, since it does the most damage out of any spell, and it's very quick to cast. And you will always have shields up with this combo. Since Power Surge comes up, you can dash. And he should be right there. No. You can also use the axe. That's kind of a movement. Easy way to catch. I know a lot of people like running ice, but I do think this is overall better since it gives you a ton of movement speed, a ton of survivability, which allows you to do a combo just like that. If you have any questions or anything like that, ask down in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed.